As we go throughout the next several hours, we'll hang on to the 20s, but then with sunshine, temperatures will bump up very quickly. We'll say 40 degrees by 11 a.m. in Lincoln, many other locations in the upper 30s to low 40s. As we get closer to 1 o'clock, maybe a few locations starting to eclipse the 50-degree mark, and then most of us will reach the 50s by peak heating. We'll say middle 50s in the capital city, a touch warmer just to the south, and a touch cooler just to the north. 55, the forecast high in Lincoln. Yesterday we hit 53 degrees to just a few degrees better than that. Maybe getting closer to the 60-degree mark as you get closer to the Nebraska-Kansas state line. We will have southerly winds today. That's a warm direction, so it is going to be a very comfortable afternoon. But that all comes to an end on Wednesday as we do have our next storm system approaching. And what we see on Wednesday night in terms of precipitation, it's all dependent on the track of the system. If this area of low pressure, which Wednesday afternoon will be located right about here in eastern Colorado, if it takes more of a northerly track, maybe through Kansas, precipitation can build farther north into Nebraska, and that means Lincoln would have a better bet of seeing wintry mix transitioning over to snow. But if it takes more of a southerly track, in that scenario, precipitation may miss us to the south. So I'm going to show you two versions of Stormcast. This version takes the more southerly track. You see precipitation brewing off in Kansas Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Most of the moisture falling to the south, but just close enough to the northern edge to where we can't rule out a wintry mix. But in this scenario, southeast Nebraska probably wouldn't see much, and most, if anything, would fall south of I-80. Now, this is the more northerly track. Only one version of Stormcast shows it, and this is that version. In this scenario, we would have a better chance to see something fall from the sky. So this is something to watch for now. We really don't have a good idea as to exactly how this thing will track because it has yet to develop. We'll get a better idea going into this afternoon and especially tomorrow where this storm system will head. So we can't rule out a wintry mix on Wednesday night, but it's not the best chance in the world. Either way, we will cool off. 43 on Wednesday, 34 on Thursday. That's probably our coolest day out of the next 10. Right back up into the 50s for the weekend, so if you have any outdoor plans on Saturday and Sunday, the weather will not stop you.